Hey guys, and welcome in our studio in Emmeloord. Today a very quick tip about our black mist filters. Black diffusion filters, black mist, I always mess those names up. Officially they're called black diffusion filters from K&F Concept. Now I really love those filters, and together with Mofides, the Dutch distributor, we actually created a Frank Dorhoff package in a nice leather pouch. But you guys already heard about this, right? There's a variable ND filter in here for strobes outside or landscapes, and two black diffusion filters. Now the black diffusion filters are in different strengths. So in my kit there's a 1/4 and a 1/8. The 1/8 is a little bit more subtle than the 1/4. Right, the name says it all, right? But it's a magnetic system. So today's tip is actually about using it a little bit more flexible. And let's be honest, that's what I love, right? You only can spend your money once. So why not spend it on gear that you can use in many different ways? Like for example, the Rogue Snoot. 8 different ways to use only one accessory. Well, we're going to do the same thing, well, not 8 different ways, with our filters. So let me introduce to a model that can really stand still for a long time. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our studio doll. Now, by the way, this is also a very short tip. Get one of those. It's great to practice your lighting. We don't have a name for her yet, so if you have a name, leave them in the comments below. So the first image I'm going to take is actually without any black diffusion filter. As you can see, I can still manage to get a lens flare in there, but it's subtle. The angle is really tricky, but when you get it, it's there. So let's add the 1/8. As you can see, it's a very subtle, nice, a little bit softer lens flare. I already like this a lot more. Let's try the 1/4. Okay, now you can see that the lens flare really spreads out over the image and it's much smoother. This is my preferred filter for using with model photography. But now let's stack the 1/8 on top of the 1/4. There we go. Now in this case it may be a little bit of an overkill, but think about this. What if you can't place your strobes really close to your model and you have to move them to the sides? The more you move the strobes to the side, the more difficult it becomes to get lens flare. Look in the video, you can see the lens flare on that side, right? Those dots. But what if I move my hand here? You see that the lens flare is now gone? So placing that strobe is really, really important for getting that lens flare. By stacking the filters, you get an extra option from your pack, and now you can move your lights just a little bit further away and still get that beautiful lens flare. Hey guys, this is Frank from the future. I really forgot something. Of course, you can also do this with the screw-on filters. The only problem is that if you do it with the screw-on filter and you just have a little bit of dust in there or some sand, or you don't do it 100% correctly, it can be a real nightmare to get those filters loose. So that's why we actually use, of course, the magnetic system. Okay, let's go back to Frank in the past. That was the tip for today. If you know a name for the doll, leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions, also leave them in the comments below. But most of all, subscribe to our channel and hit that like button, because we really like that. See you again next time. Bye guys.